Hi guys. Don't judge me. I just finished exercising, but listen, I had to share this, okay? I remember at one time in my life, I was in this very toxic relationship, and we had just moved to another state. I moved to another state with the guy. Wrong move already, but I had my kids with me, and I remember we didn't have enough money to get beds, right? So we had an air mattress, but my kids, they were sleeping on pallets on the floor. My earring just fell out. Anyway, whatever. So I remember walking down the street one day because I had been praying to the Lord, that I want my kids to have a bed. I was tired of them sleeping on the floor, and so I was walking down the street one day just to get out of the house, and right at the end of the corner there was a sale going on for like an estate sale in this house. And I remember going in the house, and there was this older white woman, very sweet, her and her sisters, and I told her, I was looking for a bed, and she said, okay, well, we have some, and she said, she showed them to me, and they were really nice mattresses, nice beds. And she said, well, how much can you pay? And she said, how much? She asked me, and I said, because I'm thinking, beds, she's gonna charge for this. Like, I can't go low like I want to. I said, maybe like 70. She said, oh, no, I'll just take 20 for it. She gave me a bed for $20, guys. So here's the thing about this toxic relationship. I wasn't working. He had just gotten fired from his job, but he was selling weed, okay? Anyway, it's a lot going on with this. I'm going to share this story soon. But I went back to the house, and I was so excited. I was like, look, I can get them a bed. The lady, she's going to charge me $20 for it. Could you give me $20? He told me, he said, well, I'll give you $20, but you're going to have to give it back to me because I have to use that to buy my weed to re-up, Guys, that was like, I remember for a beat, I was just like, what the heck, but anyway, my whole point is I was in a very toxic relationship, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who has crazy stories like that where the person didn't know your value, and neither did you, right? That's why I allowed him to treat me that way. But I'm sharing this because I am writing a book that comes out on September 12th, and it's called How to Leave a Toxic Relationship. I want you guys to go to my website, jaketabrooks.square.site. It's in the description, okay? jaketabrooks.square.site. And I want you to sign up for emails so you can stay in touch. Stay tuned. Stay in the loop about when this book comes out, okay? Because it's time for you to get out of that toxic relationship. And if you don't know, I tell you why you stay, how to leave, and what happens after you leave, okay? Go check it out. Bless you guys. Love you.